Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of Heat Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers. Hey, listen, man, you guys know the deal at this point, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Let's get this intro. This video was sent to me by BMTMBT. I think that's your full name. Either way, I'm putting it right here. I appreciate you, man. You emailed it to me and stuff. And hey, listen, anytime you guys got any videos I want me to react to, make sure you email me. You can DM me, but emailing is probably the best way to get to me, man. So I definitely appreciate this. The video we are reacting to is the official. I was about to mess up their whole name. Official Gen TV podcast. I've never heard of them, man. But hopefully they come with some heat. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into it.
Are you a hoe?
I was home. I think growing up, I did not have the guidance and the advice so that I could prevent myself from doing a lot of whole things that I used to do.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Alright, guys. I'm sorry, I had to stop the video right there. I'm like, what? This video is short too, it's only about 20 seconds. So my mind is already going like, What? It's crazy we live in a world now, right? That, you know what I'm saying? You had to be taught not to be a Thoughtalina, right?
The sluts.
You had to be taught not to be a Thoughtalina. It's ridiculous, right? Because I feel like even in elementary school, I knew about the concept of what we like to call hoes, right? I heard stories from older individuals, people from middle school and high school coming down, telling me about young daughters. You know what I'm saying? Just moving around and saying, hey, this girl right here gives up the cheeks left and right. Back then, we didn't call it cheeks, though. We called it vag.
What?
Right? Or pussy, right? Depending on how you want to veer your way, right? So a lot of people already knew about this, right? So when she's saying she needed guidance, don't give me that. Once you giving up the cheeks, man, because the first time for girls are usually bad. It's usually kind of painful to get the cherries popped and all that stuff, right? And I'm pretty sure growing up, people just knew in general. So they just knew. I'm not playing this game with us. They just knew in general that, hey, yo, you can't be out here giving the cheeks, man. My stupid stuff was so ignorant that I thought that having sex was a sin. Yes, I did. I really thought having sex was a sin, son. You know what I'm saying? I used to look at magazines and stuff, and I see little women. I'm like, man, these women are all going straight to the underworld, bro. Like, oh my goodness, they're all having sex. We're not supposed to have sex. I was like, yo, but I didn't believe in the story either. I just thought babies just came out of women's asses, right? I didn't even have the concept of a vagina. I just thought we'd smash women in the asses, and that's how it would go. But I just felt like it would just be like two men and women kiss, and then baby come out the ass. So maybe I'm stupid. Maybe she's right, son. But one thing I did know is the things about Thoughtalinas. All right, I knew that at freaking second grade. I knew about Thoughtalinas. So let's not play this game, son. Take accountability. Man, the streets are. They try to morph stuff into ways. Man, let's get back.
I used to do.
When did you retire? Like when you got the game?
It's always inside of me.
Okay.
It's
That's what I
always
said. It's
inside
always
of
in
me.
you. You
It's
just become
always
older.
in me. Like, but
Cuz next to her is Savage, bro. He just agreed with her right away. Like, yeah, I mean, it's always in you. Like, bro, this guy is just like, hey, listen, I want to make it clear that you know that you was always going to be a Thoughtalina no matter what you say, all right? Let's continue on. Oh, damn, this video was short as hell. That was the whole video right there, son. See, by her coming out and say that it's still inside of me, right? You know what I'm saying? Meaning that she's still a thought. She hasn't retired, son.
Here lived a great street sweeper.
There's no retirement plan at all whatsoever, son. Her whole mission was to go out there and collect as much bodies as possible, like Pokemon cards, right? You gotta catch them all. You know what I'm saying? Be it bodies, STDs, whatever. Son, she's ready to catch them all, son. You know what I'm saying? She probably got a whole list of bodies, probably got a whole body photo album, son. Body graveyard, who knows, bro? Just giving up the cheeks left and right, son. Just the extra cheekage. Here, hey, you want some cheeks? Here we go. Here, you want some cheeks? Okay, all right. Hey, listen. Cheeks for everybody. Here's the truth, though, man. She never really grew out of it, as she pretty much just said right now, right? She's trying to make it seem, but it's so. This is a perfect example of accountability, right? It's accountability. She starts off saying that nobody really taught her about that, about being a thought and all that stuff, right? And I'm just looking at her like, bro, there's no reason why you didn't know, right? And let me ask you this: once you've probably had 2 or 3 or 4 bodies, I'm pretty sure you start realizing like, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be having this many bodies. I feel like at this age or something, I don't know how many bodies she got, but just the mere fact that she admitted, right? I'll give her that for admitting that she was a hoe, right? Well, even though she's still a hoe, she hasn't fully admitted that, the wholeness never stopped. But just the mere fact that she admitted that back in the day she was a hoe, right? Which leads me to believe that she has a surplus amount of bodies, right? Surplus amount of bodies. So you're telling me from what body count did you realize that, I need guidance, right? A lot of people's gonna say, some of these girls that grow up with single mothers and all that stuff, and they don't really know much, and that's the reason why they're giving up a lot of cheeks and stuff. I'm like, listen, man, I feel like at the end of the day, that does play a role, but I've seen girls that have fathers in their lives, and they're still Dalaninas. So, but I understand it's a higher number when it comes to the fact that you're coming from a single mother. So I get that. To a certain extent. I get that, right? But at the same time, you can't tell me that you growing up, right? Schools, people making up stories, because listen, if a girl eventually starts having bodies left and right? Word gets around town, right? Dudes get excited, right? Everybody realizes that this joint is the village Statalina, son. It's the village thought. So everybody's trying to, hey, what ways can I finesse my way into the cheekage, right? What way can I get in this woman's box? What can I do, right? Boom. And then when you hear other stories of your other buddies, this guy, Rolf, smashed. Timothy smashed. You know what I'm saying? And then Rudolph smashed. Now you're getting upset, right? The dudes, you're getting upset because right now a dude named Rudolph just got in the guts, right? So now you're like, just giving up cheeks to guys named Rudolph. Right? So at that moment, you're like, I gotta get the cheeks. My name is Mike or something. My name is Jeffrey. Christian. Right? I have a regular name. She gives up cheeks to Rudolph's and Timothy's. Right? So after a while, when people going around and you start building up a bad name for yourself, don't you think it'll be smart for you to eventually say like, hey, listen, this is not for me, right? I know a lot of people's probably gonna say, why are you getting all that from the video? You don't know how many bodies. Listen, there's no way she's calling herself a hoe when she only has 5 bodies, right? I'm giving her a pass for the first 5 bodies. After 5 bodies, bruh, you have to start realizing, okay, I'm giving up the cheeks a little bit too much. Right? I'm giving up the cheeks a little bit too much. Society, everything has told us that this is not good, right? You could try to say women liberation and all that stuff, but regardless of women liberation, growing up in your neighborhood, you knew that, screw what liberal TV says, we know that this is not good. No dude is wanting to take these joints serious, right? At this point, now it gets to the point that this girl will start going out, right, realizing like, damn, I'm being a thought. Eventually she's gonna see some of her friends or any other girls, associates having boyfriends, right? And then she's gonna wonder to herself, why am I not having a boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Why is every time I try to get a boyfriend, right, try to actually be like, no, I'm not gonna give up the cheeks, blah, 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 the dudes eventually just end up leaving. Why is that, right? Because she's already destroyed herself. She's already destroyed herself, which is one of the reasons why I believe that she's still a hoe right now. Right? Because, a lot of things that I've seen with a lot of women, they usually give up after a while, right? I mean, dudes too. I'm not going to make it just a woman thing. Dudes too, right? They usually give up after a while. What I mean by that is they get up one day, realize it's kind of like that single mother, right? Who's like 45 years old, 50 years old, right? Not married, right? She just says, I don't need a man, right? She don't need him. She needs a man, right? But she's telling herself, lying to herself to make herself feel better by saying that I don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a man. It's whatever. Oh, so what, man? These men aren't anything. I've been doing bad all by myself. I'm good at all that stuff, right? But she's sad. She's sad. She wants consistent peen, right? She wants to glow to her friends like, look, I got a man and stuff like that. But she can't do that. I feel like it goes like that also with Adelinas. Yes, young daughters. I feel like as time goes on, they realize like, damn, word has gotten out. And word spreads, right? Constant dick pics sent to my DMs, constant guys trying to take me out, knowing damn right they only take me out to cheap restaurants, right? Like Friendlies. You know what I'm saying? They take you, they be like, yo, and they try to be smooth with it. Oh, yo, I'm just trying to be different. I don't want to take you out to, Roof Chris or anything like that. I just want to let's just go to IHOP. IHOP is chill. Or they don't want to take you out to expensive dining or anything like that. It's because they already heard that other dudes have smashed. Other dudes have smashed for less. Snickers bars. You know what I'm saying? Not even items. Just pulled up to the crib, turned on the TV, son. You know what I'm saying? To an infomercial channel, all that stuff. Not even watching the infomercial. Boom, and then before you know it, she's giving up the cheeks. Dudes have told this story to other guys. So why would the guy be like, yo, I'm spending crazy amount of money? Probably even the guy who's spending money on IHOP is feeling bad about himself. He's not going to tell his friends that. Because he's going to look like a sick. Like, oh, you went IHOP, bro? I pulled up with some Reese's cups, son. She gave me the sloppy top. You give it her. IHOP, how much you pay? $20? $20. 20. So as she's going on and realizing that she's probably not going to get wifed up unless she moves to a whole different vicinity, right? A whole different vicinity that nobody really knows who she is, right? She's just accepting the fact, like, listen, man, I'm a hoe, right? Even though she's saying right now that she's not, you know, she outgrew it, but she's still in her. Hey, listen, some sucker might marry her. I doubt it, though. Statistics show that a lot of women, well, unfortunately, black women, she happens to be black, I think like 20% of them are only, although this is like 28% of them, I believe, are going to get married in their lifetime. At least once. Only about 28%. That's a small percentage. So that means a lot of black women are not getting married out here. When they do get married, it's to a black man. So good to that. But majority aren't gonna get married out here, right? And I feel like just mere fact of hearing, she's destroyed her stock also, right? Unless there's a simp or a rapper. Because rappers, for some reason, I don't know if you guys noticed, rappers, they be loving dots. I don't know why. It's just they don't have to get dots, but they choose to, right? Which is even scarier. I'd advise anybody who watched that video, though, to not marry a type of girl like that, right? Because usually when they have that type of thing in their veins, right, it doesn't go away. It never goes away. It stays in there forever. Like chlamydia. That's a lie. Chlamydia is curable. Like herpes. Herpes stays there forever and ever. Doesn't want to go away. Hey, listen, guys. We need to come up with a thought prevention hotline. It's a thought prevention hotline, son. We just go to the nearest schools and all that stuff, especially colleges, high schools, rather, right? You know, like, remember DARE? You remember how we had DARE and stuff, right? With the whole line and stuff, like, oh, D, I won't do drugs anymore. You know, the corny stuff, right? But you failed him, because at the end of the day, a lot of people have tried the devil's lettuce from time to time and stuff, and other hard drugs, and people talking about perks and stuff like that. But we should also have like a thought prevention hotline, son, where we have somebody, a representative, go to these schools, go up and, like, you know, school assembly and all that stuff, say, like, listen, man, if you ever feel like giving up the cheeks, right? We're here. We're here for you to talk to us, to stop you, to wean you away from this. You know what I'm saying? We can do this in order to assist you from having a high body count by the time that you're older, in your 20s. We're going to fail dramatically. But that's all I got to say on this, man. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way, you always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure, and those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you got to buy the merch. Mofo, man. Offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Email me. Description box below. That's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.